Welcome to the 2018 edition of the National Science and Math Quiz. This is the 12th 1A stage contest which features MAWULI School, Academy of Christ the King, and Bishop Herman College. Let's meet the contestants. MAWULI School. MAWULI School is represented by
Jikum Isaac Newton, final year.
Yes, and
Okwen Wisdom, final year.
you are welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you, ma'am.
How are you doing?
Yeah, great.
Good. You are seeded school.
Yes.
What did the seniors tell you?
They told us that it requires a great effort and then God's grace to go far. And we trust and believe that God will help us. We'll be able to do our best and God will lead us to the ultimate.
All right. So you are very confident, right? Well, you have to be with names like you have, Isaac Newton himself. And wisdom. That's amazing. All right. Do you have any talent?
Yes. Yes.
What is your talent?
Drawing.
Drawing. Okay. You sketch me afterwards. And then?
I like singing.
Singing. Yay! When shall we hear a song? Are you ready?
No, not now.
Not now, later. Okay. Best wishes to you.
Thank you.
All right. Academy of Christ the King. Oh, you may sit. Academy of Christ the King is represented by
Can Ebenezer, final year.
Final year.
You are welcome, gentlemen. How are you?
Perfect.
These gentlemen don't like talking. Shall I proceed or leave you in peace? Oh, no response even to that. All right, I promise to leave you alone, but you must at least tell us what to expect.
Yes, madam. Yes, madam, we are coming to give for our best.
Just say it again.
You see, we are coming to give for our best, and then may the perfect will of the Lord be established.
See.
Man, this one is not working.
Okay, we are here to give out our best.
Your best. Okay. I wish you well. Bishop Herman College. Bishop Herman College is represented by
Adi Dennis, final year. Kukamauno, final year.
You're welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you, madam.
How are you doing?
Yeah, great.
All right, so you are coming from the prelims.
Yes, please.
I have one question. I heard the singing, I heard the drumming, I saw the dancing. Was it like that at the prelims too?
Yes, please.
Hey! Your people have stamina. All right. So what are we expecting from you?
We know the Holy Spirit Himself is leading us to victory.
I-
We know the Holy Spirit Himself is leading us to victory in this contest.
All right. Then let me wish you the best.
Thank you.
We've met the contestants. Some have talent, some don't want to talk. Maybe I should learn from them and also keep quiet. Anyway, before I sit down, I would like to acknowledge that the National Science and Math Quiz is sponsored by the Ghana Education Service through the Conference of Heads of Assisted Secondary Schools. We have support from GCB Bank, Accra College of Medicine, Medifem Multi-Specialist Hospital and Fertility Center, Lancaster University, Ghana, Academic City College, West African Center for Cell Biology of Infectious Pathogens, WACBEB, Awake Purified Drinking Water, GTP, MFA Jewelry, and Hoti Makeup. The mentorship sessions are sponsored by Bond Savings and Loans and RMG Ghana, and SciTech Fair 2018 was sponsored by Goyle, Prudential Life Insurance Ghana, and Talo Ghana Limited. Our media sponsors are City FM and Joy News. This is a primetime production. My name is Elsie Efa Kaufman. I'm your quiz mistress.
When cleaning your vehicle by valeting, steaming, waxing, or polishing, make sure the engine is also sound. Servicing your vehicle with Gold synthetic oil and any quality Gold oil massages the engine, removes deposit, protects it from wear and tear for longer lasting performance, and makes your vehicle feel pampered. Made for...
Contestants, the contest comes to you in 5 rounds. The first round is a round for fundamental concepts. The questions are simple and direct. I'm expecting simple and direct answers from you. If you answer your major question correctly, 3 points. If the question is incorrectly answered, it becomes available to the 2 other schools. A school may ring and attempt an answer. If the answer is right, a bonus point. If the answer is incorrect, there's a penalty point. For questions that require calculations, you have a maximum of 30 seconds to present your answer. If there are no calculations involved, you have 10 seconds to do so. All questions are to be attempted once only. Best wishes to all 3 schools. I'll start with MAWULI School, but before that, for this first question, which can be done in 10 seconds or less, it's actually a single question to all 3 schools. So when I come to your school, kindly give me a right answer so that I can move on for the next different right answer. No bonus. All right, so this is the question. Agricultural lime or garden lime is a soil additive that is normally added to poor soil. Give one, only one, of the 4 main effects of agricultural lime on soil. MAWULI, first choice. Yes, Wisdom.
Agricultural lime decreases soil acidity.
Yes. Bishop Herman. Mawunyo, you raise your hand for me so I can call you. Mawunyo.
Yes, please. The agricultural line increases air spaces. It increases airspace and also improves the soil texture.
I'm not going to accept that. Academy of Christ the King. Yes, Rashid.
Please, madam. Agricultural lime aids in flocculation. That is, it aids in the breaking down of the cramp structure of the soil.
I'm not going to accept that. Okay, so we have one of them, which is the increases the pH, or it actually reduces acidity of the soil. That's what we got from MAWULI. The other ones, it provides a source of calcium and magnesium for plants. Then it permits or improves water penetration for acidic soils. And then it improves the uptake of major plant nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium of plants that grow in the acidic soil. All right, next set, 10 seconds each. MAWULI. Name the only non-metal that is liquid at room temperature. Yes, Isaac Newton.
Bromine.
You are right. Bishop Herman. There are 3 metals that are liquid at room temperature. Name the one that does not belong to the main group elements. Yes, Mawunyo.
Mercury.
Yes. Metalloids or semi-metals have both metallic and non-metallic properties. Please give two properties of metalloids that are similar to those of non-metals. Rashid.
Please, madam, metalloids are brittle, and also metals have high resistance or do not conduct electricity effectively at very low temperatures.
Pardon? Can you repeat what you said?
The first one.
The second one.
The second one. Metalloids have high resistance or they do not conduct electricity easily at low temperatures.
That's enough. Please, you need to speak clearly for me, huh? I work with what I hear. Next set, 30 seconds, and there's a preamble to all schools. Preamble. Find the equation of the circle with center C and passing through the point P given. Did you get your preamble? All right, so MAWULI. C has coordinates -2, 3, and P has coordinates 2, 0. Yes, Isaac Newton.
The equation of the circle is the expression x plus 2 all squared plus the expression y minus 3 all squared is equal to 25.
You're right. With the same preamble, C has coordinates -5, -3, and P has coordinates 7, 2. Yes, Adi.
We have x, in one bracket, x plus 5 all squared plus another bracket, y plus 3 all squared, giving us 169.
Yes. With the same preamble, C has coordinates 9, negative 9, and P has coordinates negative 6, negative 1. Yes, Rashid.
Please,
Go.
please, madam. Bracket open x minus 9 all squared plus another bracket open y plus 9 with a bracket closing squared is equal to 289.
Yes. Rashid, I'm ignoring the cell for now. Next set, 30 seconds. I have a preamble to all schools. Two objects are in thermal contact and isolated from all other objects. Object A has heat capacity 5.0 joule per Kelvin, and object B has heat capacity 8.0 joule per Kelvin. Did you get your preamble? Again. Two objects are in thermal contact and isolated from all other objects. Object A has heat capacity 5.0 joule per Kelvin, and object B has heat capacity 8.0 joule per Kelvin. That's the preamble. Now, MAWULI, what total quantity of heat must be supplied to the objects to change their equilibrium temperature from 25 degrees Celsius to 75 degrees Celsius? Wisdom.
650 joules.
Yes. What is the equilibrium temperature of the objects if the initial temperature of A is 26 degrees Celsius and that of B is 78 degrees Celsius? Adi.
53 degrees Celsius.
That's incorrect. Yes, which of you? Raise your hand. Rashid.
52 degrees Celsius.
That's incorrect. The right answer is 58 degrees Celsius. Your major question, Academy of Christ the King. Determine the quantity of heat transferred between the objects to reach equilibrium if the initial temperature of A is 36 degrees Celsius and that of B is 88 degrees Celsius. For a bonus. The right answer is 160 joules. Next set, 10 seconds each. I have a short preamble. Give the technical or biological term that corresponds to the description I give you. So when I get to your school, I will give you a description. Please give the corresponding technical or biological term. MAWULI. The period of time between the onset of atrial contraction and ventricular relaxation of the heart. Yes, wisdom.
Systole.
That's incorrect. For a bonus. Which of you? Yes, Maunyo.
Diastole.
No. The right answer is the cardiac cycle. All right, your major question. The phase of heart contraction during the cardiac cycle. Yes, Maunyo.
Systole.
Yes. The minimum pressure in the blood vessels caused by relaxation of the heart. Yes, Ebenezer.
Blood pressure.
No. For a bonus. The right answer is diastolic pressure. 30 seconds. But first, a preamble to all schools. Preamble. Silver 2-trioxocarbonate 4 is precipitated when a solution of sodium or potassium trioxocarbonate 4 is added to a solution of silver plus ions. The reaction is 2Ag plus CO3 2 minus going to Ag2CO3. Atomic mass for Ag is 108.0, for oxygen it's 16.0, and for carbon it's 12.0. Please, did you get your preamble? Again. All right. Silver 2-trioxocarbonate 4 is precipitated when a solution of sodium or potassium trioxocarbonate 4 is added to a solution of Ag plus ions. The reaction is 2Ag plus CO3 2 minus going to Ag2CO3. Atomic masses: silver 108.0, oxygen 16.0, carbon 12.0. Now I'm ready for you, MAWULI. Calculate the millimole of Ag2CO3 that will precipitate when 100 centimeter cubed of 0.100 mole per decimeter cubed of Na2CO3 solution are added to 200 centimeter cubed of 0.060 mole per decimeter cubed of AgNO3 solution. Yes, Isaac Newton.
5 millimoles.
That's incorrect. For a bonus. The right answer is 6.0 millimole. 6. All right. So now I'm reminding you that it's 6 millimole, right? So 6 millimole of Ag2CO3. Next question. Bishop HERMAN. Calculate the mass of Ag2CO3 precipitated in grams. Give your answer to 2 places of decimal. Yes, Adi.
2.64 grams.
That's incorrect. For a bonus. The right answer is 1.66 grams. Academy of Christ the King, calculate what should have been the concentration of the 100 centimeter cubed of the Na2CO3 solution so that in the formation of 6.0 millimole Ag2CO3, there will not be any excess CO3 2- ions in solution. Please give your answer to 3 places of decimal. Rashid.
Please, madam, the answer is 0.120 mole per decimeter cube.
That's incorrect for a bonus. The right answer is 0.060 mole per decimeter cubed. Next, 30 seconds with a preamble. Preamble to all schools. Find the derivative of the function with the given equation. You have the preamble? Good. MAWULI. Y is equal to 3 minus 2x squared plus x to the power 4 all over x squared. Isaac Newton.
The derivative dy dx is equal to the expression negative 6 over x cubed plus 2x.
You're right. Bishop Herman with the same preamble. X cubed, y is equal to x cubed minus 3x squared plus 4 all over x. Yes, Maunyo.
dy dx is equal to 2x minus 3 minus 4 all over x to the power 2.
That's incorrect. Yes, who rang? Isaac Newton.
dy dx is equal to 2x minus 3 minus the expression 4 over x squared.
Yes. Mawunyo, let me explain something to you. Do you know what it means to say all over x squared? All right. Academy of Christ the King with the same preamble. Y is equal to x squared plus 5x plus 6 all over x cubed. Rashid.
Please, madam, we have the answer to be negative 1 on x squared minus 10 on x cubed minus 18 on x to the power 4.
Yes. Last set of questions for the round, 30 seconds. Find the magnitude of the magnetic force on a straight conductor 2.0 meters long, which carries a 5.0 ampere current and lies at 30 degrees to a uniform 0.20 Tesla magnetic field? Yes, wisdom.
Newton.
Yes. Find the magnitude of the magnetic force on a straight conductor 4.0 meters long, which carries a 3.0 ampere current and lies at 30 degrees to a uniform 0.25 Tesla magnetic field. Adi.
1.5 Newton.
Yes. Last question. A straight conductor 2.0 meters long, which carries a 5.0 ampere current, lies at 30 degrees to a uniform magnetic field. Find the magnitude of the magnetic flux density when the magnetic force on the conductor has magnitude 2.5 newtons. Yes, Rashid.
Please, madam, the answer is 0.5 Tesla.
That's right. Rashid, in anticipation of round 2, let me tell you that you have to drop this madam business, because I will not be waiting for you to say all that before you give an answer in round 2. That's the end of the first round.
When cleaning your vehicle by valeting, steaming, waxing, or polishing, make sure the engine is also sound. Servicing your vehicle with gold synthetic oil and any quality gold oil massages the engine, removes deposit, protects it from wear and tear for longer lasting performance, and makes your vehicle feel pampered. Made for diesel and super engines. Remember, after every...
At the end of the first round, Bishop Herman College has 11 points. Academy of Christ the King has 11 points. MAWULI School has 19 points. Four more rounds to go. Round 2 is known as a speed race. The questions in the round are directed to all 3 schools simultaneously. For an opportunity to answer a question, you must ring for it. May I hear your bell, MAWULI? Thank you. Yours, Academy of Christ the King. Thank you. And yours, Bishop Herman. Again. If you ring and answer correctly on the first attempt, 3 points. On the second attempt, 2 points. On the third attempt, 1 point. If you attempt to answer a question and you are unsuccessful, you lose a precious point. For questions that require calculations, you have a maximum of 30 seconds to present your answer. If there are no calculations, you have a maximum of 10 seconds. Best wishes to all schools. This first set of questions will require 30 seconds of your time. First one. A circuit is made up of a series combination of a 24 ohm resistor and a 52 ohm resistor in series with a parallel combination of a 12 microfarad capacitor and a 13 microfarad capacitor. Find the time constant of the circuit. Rashid.
Yes, madam. 1.9 seconds.
That's incorrect. Who rang next? Yes, which of you? Isaac Newton.
1,900 seconds.
Yes. Next one. An amplifier consists of an operational amplifier with a grounded non-inverting terminal and a 100 kilo ohm resistor across the output and the inverting input terminals. Signals are fed into the amplifier through a 5 kilo ohm resistor, which is in series with the inverting input. Find the voltage gain of the amplifier. Yes, Rashid?
Yes, madam. Negative 20.
Yes. A telescope has an objective lens of focal length 1.0 meter and an eyepiece of focal length 1.0 centimeter. Find the magnitude of the... Which of you, Rashid?
Please, madam.
Go.
Please, madam. Negative 100.
That's incorrect. I continue. Yes, which of you? Isaac Newton?
The magnification is 99.
No. I continue. Find the magnitude of the angular magnification of the telescope when it casts the final image at infinity. The right answer is 100. Next set, 10 seconds each. How do insects contribute to crop production? Yes, Maunyo.
Insects contribute to crop production by undergoing pollination. So insects undergo pollination, which insects help in pollination, which produces fruits. So with this fruit, there's fertilization and there's production of fruits, which increases the crop production.
I'm not going to accept that. I'm still listening. Did you ring? Is the time up? Okay. They don't want it. Hey, Mawunyo. How do insects undergo pollination? Okay, so they actually do the pollinating, right? So they pollinate the crop plants. They don't undergo pollination. All right, next one. In the life history of schistosoma or bilharzia, which organism is the intermediate host? Yes, wisdom?
Snail.
Yes. Which phase of mitosis is characterized by the arrangement of all chromosomes? Yes, Isaac Newton.
Metaphase. Metaphase.
Yes. Is the microphone working?
Repeat the answer. You said we should repeat the answer.
Metaphase. Metaphase.
Next set, 30 seconds each. Find the range of values of k if the equation x squared minus kx plus 3k is equal to 0 has distinct roots. Please raise your hand. Isaac Newton.
X is less than -2 and x is greater than 2.
That's incorrect. Raise your hand, please.
Please,
Rashid.
Madam. Please, madam. K is greater than or equal to 2 root 3.
That's incorrect. Okay, the right answer. K such that k is greater than 12 or k is less than 0. Next one. How many arrangements of the letters of the word basket, B-A-S-K-E-T, are there taken all at a time? Yes, Rashid.
720 ways.
Yes. Next one. Find the inverse of the matrix. And the matrix is a 2 by 2 matrix with elements 3, -2, -6, 4. Yes, which of you? Isaac Newton?
The inverse of the matrix is +4/13, +2/13, +6/13, and +3/13.
That's incorrect. Yes, Adi.
It has no inverse.
It has no inverse. Next set. I'm starting with a preamble to all schools. Please listen to the preamble carefully. The chemical equation for the reversible reaction of compounds A and B to give compounds C and D is as follows. A plus B goes to C plus D. 2 moles of A and 3 moles of B are mixed in a sealed container and the mixture heated until equilibrium is attained at 150 degrees Celsius. Please, did you get your preamble? No response means yes. All right, so now, first question, 30 seconds. If on analysis only 10% of A had reacted at equilibrium at 150 degrees Celsius, calculate the mole fraction of A in the mixture and give your answer to 2 places of decimal. Rashid.
Please, madam, the answer is 0.25.
That's incorrect. Which of you? Please raise your hand. Adi.
0.04.
That's incorrect. Isaac Newton.
0.28.
No. The right answer is 0.36. Next one with the same preamble, 30 seconds. Calculate the mole fraction of B in the equilibrium mixture at 200 degrees Celsius when 25% of A had reacted, and give your answer to 2 places of decimal. Which of you? Yes, Isaac Newton.
0.30.
That's incorrect. The right answer is 0.50. Last question of the round with the same preamble. 10 seconds. Is the equilibrium process exothermic or endothermic? Remember, 10% had reacted at 150 degrees Celsius and 25% at 200 degrees Celsius. Explain your answer. The right answer is it's endothermic. This is because if you look at it carefully, an increase in temperature increases the yield of products or increases the Kc. If you actually had time to calculate the Kc, you will see that at 150, the Kc would be 7.93 times 10 to the negative 3, and then at 200, the Kc would be 6.67 times 10 to the negative 2. That's the end of the second round.
There's always that one individual so selfless and caring. The world still has caring people. Getting unexpected help is a joy for us. That's why at Prudential Life, we've introduced Ultimate, the no-lapse guarantee on your Premier and Classic farewell plans. The biggest challenge for most clients having a funeral policy is the fact that when they are unable to pay premiums due to financial challenges, the policies elapse and the full benefit falls off. We have introduced the no-lapse guarantee on our funeral plans. This ensures that you don't lose your full benefit during challenging financial moments. Prudential. Always.
Bishop Herman College has 11 points. Academy of Christ the King has 13 points. MAWULI School has 22 points. Round 3. This round has a problem of the day. The problem of the day is a single question to all 3 schools. From the time I ask you to begin, you have 3 minutes in which to compose a response to the problem of the day. The problem of the day is worth 10 points. Let's turn over our sheets and read the problem of the day together. Please put your pens down. Put your pens down. Problem of the day. Compound A reacts to give compounds B and C in a reversible process according to the equation 2A gas going to 2B gas and plus C gas. A flask of volume 10.0 decimeter cubed is charged with 10.0 moles of A and heated up to 400 Kelvin until equilibrium is attained. On analysis, 20% of A has reacted at equilibrium. 1. Calculate the mole fractions of A and B in the equilibrium mixture, and for each, give your answer to 2 places of decimal. 2. Calculate the Kc of the equilibrium and give your answer in the scientific form to 2 places of decimal. 3. Show how Kp of the equilibrium can be calculated from Kc. Contestants, this is your problem of the day. You may now begin. Please stop writing and present your answers. Is your school name on there? Ready. Contestants, please pick up your notepads and present your answers on the board as we have them here.
I can conveniently pay for my utility bills, my son's Cartoon Network on DSTV, and renew my internet services package. I can securely send my sweet mother her monthly allowance by simply transferring funds from my bond account into hers. I can also pay the gardener through any of the mobile money platforms available. I can verify if the check to the vendor has cleared. Now let me guess my sister is here at time so I can peacefully go back to sleep. With Bond Mobile app, you can do your banking anywhere. Download the Bond mobile app on Apple Play Store or Google Play Store today. Bond, your success, our passion. Hey, aren't you bringing me? Thank you.
is that? What is that? What is this? This one, this one. What's it? The contestants have presented their answers. Before I award the points, let's look at the suggested solution from the consultants. This is a problem in chemistry. So we have a reaction going on. 2A gas going to 2B gas plus C gas. And then we have a flask that has a volume of 10.0 decimeter cubed and is charged with 10.0 moles of A and heated up until equilibrium is attained. When that happens and the situation is analyzed, it's found that 20% of A has reacted at equilibrium. The contestants were to calculate several things. Let's take them one at a time. The first one was to calculate the mole fractions of A and B in the equilibrium mixture, and for each to give the answer to 2 places of decimal. Okay, so we have to do a quick analysis of the situation. So we have 2A gas going to 2B gas plus C gas. If 20% of A has reacted at equilibrium, it means 2 moles of A have reacted. That leaves 8 moles of A. If you look at the equation, you should also see that 2 moles of A react to give 2 moles of B and 1 mole of C. If you recognize this, so you know that 2 moles A, 2 moles B, and then 1 mole C, and you indicate that clearly, 1 point. All right, so we go back to the equation. So initially, we had 10 moles of A, 0 moles of B, because the reaction had not taken place yet, and 0 moles of C. At equilibrium, we have 8 moles of A, because 2 moles had reacted. We have 2 moles of B, and then the 1 mole of C. So if we need to calculate a mole fraction for A, what we need to do is to take how many moles of A are present at equilibrium and divide by the total number of moles for the 3 species. So we have 8 divided by 11, because 8 plus 2 plus 1 is 11. So 8 divided by 11 to give 0.73 to 2 decimal places, 2 points for this. Mole fraction of B. 2 moles divided by the total number of moles, which is 11. And if you do the calculation, you should get 0.18 as the mole fraction, another 2 points. So the second thing contestants were to do, they were to calculate the Kc of the equilibrium and give the answer in scientific form to 2 places of decimal. So Kc is given by a simple relationship which you can obtain from looking at the equation. So Kc is equal to concentration of B squared multiplied by concentration of C divided by the concentration of A squared. This is just from looking at the equation. Now we need to substitute, so we can get concentrations easily. We were given the volume to be 10 decimeter cubed. And we know the number of moles. So mole divided by volume will give you concentration for each of them. So we can substitute the values which we know. So B was 2 moles. So 2 divided by 10 squared multiplied by 1 mole of C divided by 10 divided by 8 moles of A divided by 10 squared. All right, then we manipulate this. We just massage a little bit. And the final answer should be 6.25 times 10 to the negative 3. Okay, so mark allocation for this. If you knew the relationship from looking at the equation, you would get 1 point. If you were able to do the calculation, follow through with the calculation, you would get another point, and then the final answer was worth 1 more point. So this part of the question was worth 3 points. Then the last part, contestants were to show how Kp of the equilibrium can be calculated from C. They were not asked to calculate it, they were to show how Kp of the equilibrium can be calculated from Kc. Again, it's a relationship which we all know, right? So Kp is equal to Kc multiplied by RT raised to the power delta n, where these values have their usual meanings. So if you knew this relationship, 1 point, and so then you do an analysis, you check to see the number of gaseous molecules. You see the gaseous molecules in order to calculate for the delta n. And the delta n should be 1, and so the final answer should be Kc multiplied by RT raised to the power 1, or RT Kc. And that will give you 1 more point. So 1 point for the relationship, last point for the final answer for 2 points, giving a total of 10 points. This was the expected or the suggested solution from the consultants. Contestants, Bishop Herman. Bishop Herman, you had difficulty with our problem of the day, right? Even the 1 point, just tell me concentrations of each of the species. You were able to tell me for B and for A, but for C, you didn't say anything until later on when I discovered that you actually had it wrong. You didn't know what it was for C. So I can't give you any mark for that. All right. When it comes to the mole fraction, calculation of the mole fractions, well, those didn't go well either. Your calculations are incorrect, so I can't give you any points there. When we come to Kc, the Kc, you knew the relationship. You knew from inspecting the equation. So you had the right equation, except that when it came to the substitution, in fact, that's when I discovered that you didn't know the concentration for C. That's where you were outed. So I can't give you anything beyond just the relationship. The relationship was worth 1 point. So I'm giving you that 1 point. And then when it came to the third part, again, you knew the relationship. You knew the relationship. And so I'm giving you 1 for that. But you never even went ahead to calculate the delta n. So that was it. That leaves you with 2 out of 10. Academy of Christ the King, you also had trouble with this one. I didn't see your concentrations clearly. I didn't. In fact, yes, actually, they are here somewhere. 4 mole. You were multiplying by 2. No. So they were not even right. The concentrations, the moles were not right. So no points for that. So when we got, obviously, so mole fraction is not going to be right. Mole fraction, those calculations were not right at all. When you got to the second part, the Kc, again, you knew the relationship, but your substitutions were wrong. I can't give you anything for that, but for the relationship, I'm giving you 1 point. And then when you got to the last bit, the Kp, Yes, you knew that and you actually calculated for the delta n, and so I'm giving you 2 points there. That gives you a total of 3 out of 10. MAWULI School. Concentrations correct. Mole fraction of A correct. Mole fraction of B correct. KC relationship right. Substitution right. Final answer wrong. So you've lost 1 point there. All right. Third part, KP relationship, that's right. You calculated for delta n, that's right. And so you wind up with 9 out of 10. That's the end of the problem of the day. The day and the end of round 3. Please pick up your notepads. Round 4. In this round, I'm going to present you with statements. When you receive a statement, please consider the statement very carefully and let me know whether it's true or false. If you are right, 2 points. If you are incorrect, you lose a precious point. You may choose not to respond, in which case the statement becomes available to the 2 other schools. A school may ring and attempt an answer. If it's right, 2 full points. If the answer is incorrect, there's that penalty. Best wishes to all 3 schools. I'm starting with you, Bishop Herman, your statement. The principal function of the cladding of an optical fiber is to protect the thin light guiding core from damage and entry of extraneous light signals. Yes, Adi?
It's true.
No, that's a false statement. Academy. To function adequately as a light guiding device, an optical fiber must have a cladding of only slightly lower refractive index than the light guiding core. Ebenezer?
True.
Yes. The operation of an optical fiber can be described in terms of total internal reflection, within the cladding of the fiber that has a larger diameter than the core and carries most of the light signal? Yes, wisdom?
False.
Yes. For the next set, I have a preamble for all schools. This is the preamble. Take n as an integer. That's the preamble. So now, Bishop Herman, if A is equal to B, then A to the power n is equal to B to the power n. Yes, Mawunyo.
False.
Oh, that's a true statement. Academy. With the same preamble. If A to the power n is equal to B to the power n, then A is equal to B. True. Yes, Ebenezer.
True.
No, it's not. That's a false statement. MAWULI School, with the same preamble. If A to the power n is equal to A to the power m, then n is equal to m. Yes, wisdom.
True.
Yes. From the point of view of chemistry, the air in the Earth's atmosphere has no commercial value. Yes, Adi.
False. False.
Yes. In the Earth's atmosphere, the concentration of argon is much higher than that of CO2. Yes, Ebenezer?
False.
Oh, that's a true statement. Even with all of our problems with CO2 in the atmosphere, argon is 0.93% and CO2 is 0.40%. MAWULI, without the Earth's atmosphere of nitrogen, oxygen, argon, and water vapor, the surface of the Earth will be much hotter during the daytime. Wisdom?
True.
Yes. For an operculate fish to take in oxygen, water passes through the nostrils and exits the same way. Adi?
False.
Yes. For an operculate fish to take in oxygen, water passes through the operculum and exits through the mouth. Ebenezer?
False.
Yes. For an operculate fish to take in oxygen, water passes through the operculum and exits through the nostrils. Yes, wisdom?
False.
Yes. The magnetic field lines inside the long straight solenoid are straight lines parallel to the axis of the solenoid. Adi.
False.
Oh. The magnetic field lines inside the toroidal coil are concentric circles whose centers lie on the axis of revolution of the toroid. Ebenezer?
True.
Yes. The magnetic field lines outside the long, straight cylindrical conductor of circular cross-section are concentric circles whose centers lie on the axis of the cylinder. Yes, Wisdom?
True.
Yes. A quadrilateral is a parallelogram if two sides are congruent. Adi.
False.
You are right. A quadrilateral is a parallelogram if two sides are parallel. Ebenezer?
True.
No, that's a false statement. A quadrilateral is a parallelogram if a pair of opposite angles are congruent. Wisdom?
True.
No, that's a false statement. Benzene does not undergo addition reactions as easily as substitution reactions. Adi.
False.
Oh. Most of the substitution reactions of benzene are initiated by positively charged species. Ebenezer?
True.
Yes. Because of the electron cloud above and below the carbon ring in benzene, nucleophilic substitutions in benzene is not possible. Wisdom?
False.
Oh. It's a true statement. Last set of statements. The root cap consists of parenchymatous cells in various stages of differentiation. Mawunyo.
False.
It's a true statement. The root cap is apparently the site of the perception of gravity. Yes, Ebenezer.
True.
Yes. Last statement. Last statement. Sclerenchyma is more common in the roots of monocotyledons than those of dicotyledons. Yes, wisdom.
False.
Oh, that's a true statement. And that's the end of the fourth round.
I can conveniently pay for my utility bills, my son's Cartoon Network on DSTV, and renew my internet services package. I can securely send my sweet mother her monthly allowance by simply transferring funds from my bond account into hers. I can also pay the gardener through any of the mobile money platforms available. I can verify if the check to the vendor has cleared. Now let me guess my sister is here at time so I can peacefully go back to sleep. With Bond Mobile app, you can do your banking anywhere. Download the Bond mobile app on Apple Play Store or Google Play Store today. Bond, your success, our passion.
When cleaning your vehicle by valeting, steaming, waxing, or polishing, make sure the engine is also sound. Servicing your vehicle with gold synthetic oil and any quality gold oil massages the engine, removes deposit, protects it from wear and tear for longer lasting performance, and makes your vehicle feel pampered. Made for diesel and super engines. Remember, after every 15,000 kilometers of enjoying your ride,
points. Academy of Christ the King has 23 points. MAWULI School has 38 points. Fifth and final round. In this round, I'm going to be reading out clues. Your objective is to solve the riddle. In order to solve a riddle, you must ring for it. May I hear your bell, MAWULI School? Thank you. Academy of Christ the King? Thank you. Bishop Herman? Thank you. If you solve the riddle on the first clue, 5 points. On the second clue, 4 points. On the third or any clue thereafter, 3 points. There are 4 riddles in all. Best wishes to all 3 schools. First one. Shh. It is debatable if I am a process in chemistry or physics. Maybe it's best to regard me as both. I would not survive in any place or country that experiences doomsday. Unlike my sibling, I convert electrical energy into chemical energy. I am choosy though. Yes, which of you? Please raise your hand. Rashid.
Yes, madam. Electrochemistry.
That's incorrect. I continue. I am choosy though because I work with only direct current. Do you know how aluminium is obtained from alumina? Yes, Adi?
Electrolysis.
You are right. The end of that clue is all impure gold is purified. So I read almost the whole of the thing. I was on the 6th clue when they solved the riddle, 3 points. Next one. My function differs slightly according to whether I am used in botany or zoology. In zoology, I am a differentiated area of the surface in an egg through which sperm enters. In botany, I am a minute opening in the integument of an ovule of a seed plant. Yes, Ebenezer.
Microfill. Micropile.
Hey, no, you can't change your mind. I'm moving on. I continue. I am a minute opening in the integument. Wisdom.
Micropile.
Yes. All right. So these are the rest of the clues. So I was reading this one. In botany, I'm a minute opening in the integument of an ovule of a seed plant. It is through me that the pollen tube enters the ovule, depositing the sperm, which will result in fertilization. I also help in absorbing water at the time of germination of the seed. They solved the riddle on the 3rd clue, 3 points. The answer is micropile. Next one. I am a derived SI unit. I am named for a Swedish medical physicist. I have the same dimensions as the joule per kilogram. So in SI-based units, I am equivalent to the meter squared per second squared. I am a unit of radiation dose. Specifically, yes, Isaac Newton.
Gray.
No. Adi.
Civet.
You are right. The rest of the clues. The rest of the clues. Specifically, I am the SI unit for the product of absorbed dose of ionizing radiation and radiation quality factor or relative biological effectiveness. By the way, this was the last clue. So I had started reading the last clue when they answered or when they solved the riddle. 3 points. Civet. Last riddle. I am a number representing a year in the 20th century. The sum of my digits is a score. Whichever way you read me, the value is the same. Yes, wisdom.
1991.
Yes, it's 1991. The rest of the clues. My 3rd digit is a cube. My 4th digit is an identity. My 1st digit is the same as my last digit, and my 2nd the same as the 3rd. So those were the clues. They solved the riddle on the 3rd clue, 3 points, and that's the end of the 5th round. At the end of the contest, here are the final scores. Bishop Herman College has 20 points. Academy of Christ the King has 23 points. MAWULI School has 44 points. Bishop Herman College, thank you for being here. We enjoyed the singing and dancing while it lasted. Best wishes. Academy of Christ the King, thank you for being here. Best wishes to you. MAWULI School, congratulations on winning the contest. Prepare well, and I look forward to seeing you in the quarterfinals. Well done. By the way, Wisdom, are you going to sing the song? I will look forward to the singing at the quarterfinals. Best wishes and thank you. Congrats.
When cleaning your vehicle by valeting, steaming, waxing, or polishing, make sure the engine is also sound.
For joining us for this contest. We are still at the 1A stage of competition. Please make plans to be with us next time when we bring you Keta Senior High Technical School, Brekum Presby Senior High School, and Adontin Senior High School. Before we leave, I would like to acknowledge that the National Science and Math Quiz is sponsored by the Ghana Education Service through the Conference of Heads of Assisted Secondary Schools. We also have support from GCB Bank, Accra College of Medicine, Medifair Multi-Specialist Hospital and Fertility Center, Lancaster University, Ghana, Academic City College, West African Center for Cell Biology of Infectious Pathogens, WACBIB, Awake Purified Drinking Water, GTP, MFA Jewelry, and Hoti Makeup. The mentorship sessions are sponsored by Bond Savings and Loans and RMG Ghana. And SciTech Fair 2018 was sponsored by GOL, Prudential Life Insurance Ghana, and Talo Ghana Limited. Our media sponsors are City FM and Joy News. This is a prime time production. Thank you once again for joining us for this contest, and see you next time. Bye.